Hello, 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 you guys, and welcome to another episode of Dragon Age Inquisition in ASMR. So, we are still in the western approach, trying to get enough power to go to Halamsharal into the ball. As a side note, we picked a Kunari character, so it's going to be very hard to get 100% court approval. I always try to get 100%. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it this time, depending on how deep we go through Halamsharal. So, we just need 4 more power, so let's look for these other rifts that are here, and that will be enough for us to get there. So, a little bit not Dragon Age related, but I am really considering starting to make ASMR content that is still video game related, but is not me playing games. So by that I kind of mean like role plays that are inspired by video games and things like that. I'd want it to be higher quality videos than obviously me just playing games. That would include like an actual setup and my face and things like that. But obviously I love video games, and I would love to still have game series on the channel as well. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. If you have any I guess requests or any kind of critique about it, let me know, and I'll definitely see what I can do. Obviously, if you want to just see me play games, then I can just do that. Or if you want me to exclusively do role plays, when we get there, then we can do that as well. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that I am considering pretty seriously doing more intensive, high quality roleplay type videos. So be on the lookout for those as well. Okay. Anyways, back to Dragon Age. So let's do this rift here, and then what is this? The Juntry Trail. I guess that's the last one, isn't it? I'm gonna have to go capture the keep if I want to get enough power. That's fine. We're probably gonna have to anyways. Okay. I like this pyramid thing. I guess it's some kind of blood magic thing. Or something. Something Venatori-y. Anyways. Tesoro Tower. Warden Commander Tesoro, slayer of over 100 Genlocks, gave her life in defense of the Abyssal Rift at the start of the long night of the Second Blight from the Grey Warden Archives at Weishaupt. I'm so ready to see Weishaupt in Dragon Age 4. Well, it's not guaranteed to be in it, I guess, but why wouldn't it be? I guess I meant no place to demand anything. Anyways. power. That's so dumb. Actually, we're gonna take the shortcut into the keep here. Beep, boop, boop, bop. Okay. I need Darian. Hello, Dorian. Beautiful man, Dorian. I think there is somewhere, yeah, mosaic tile. That's fine. And we are inside without even having to go through the gates. No frontal assaults here.
Shall we knock?
Gladly.
We serve, Inquisitor, in life and in death.
I'm sure that you do. Oh, you will.
How long can they keep this up?
Not long enough.
Here, Inquisitor! I am ready to serve! Life is nothing! He will reign!
A little bit fanatical, I'd say.
Master, I join your glory. Well, Inquisitor, you want your very own fort in the middle of nowhere?
It has water and a good tactical location.
I guess you're right. It does have those things. Only barely. I think we have enough power anyways.
Inquisitor, you're early.
Yeah, okay. We have enough. Commander shield. It's a little bit lower. It doesn't do as much. What's this do? That's resistances. which is in Orle. Orle, 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 Orle. Orle, 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 okay, so if you'll go ahead and ignore the loud noise that is outside of my apartment right now, then we'll get over it. La-di-da-di-da. Okay. So let's see what we have. Lead. Okay. Oh, there's one on this side. Power. For a price. A formal document with impeccable filigree. The Inquisition is a sight to behold. A command of legions, hearts, and minds. It is worthy, your Inquisitor is worthy, and my masters are pleased. I will bring my wares, and together we will extend your reach ever further. Now you trade not just in treasures, but in will, the esteemed Ferris the representative. There's a really interesting glitch you can do with Ferris. Because you can buy like influence and power and stuff, which I might end up doing for the rest of our missions, because it'll speed up gameplay, but I might need to level up in between episodes if I do that. Anyways, we shall see. Okay, so diverting soldiers in the frostbacks. A letter delivered by messenger bird. My name is Sister Paulette. My sisters and I have been accompanying a handful of injured Inquisition soldiers through the frostbacks. As they are no longer able to fight for the Inquisition, they wish to return to their families in Ferelden. These are strange times, and many seek the solace or forgiveness of loved ones. Unfortunately, that peace may never come. A band of Avar, refusing to see reason, have pinned us down. We have taken refuge in a cave and are holding them off as best we can, but I do not know how long we can last. I understand this bird is trained to return to Skyhold. I pray it is so. We need aid. A note in Colin's hand follows. Soldiers dispatched from Skyhold itself will not reach them in time. We should have men near the location. We send a party to pursue a group of Red Templars we suspect of moving captured civilians to one of their Red Lyrium mines. A swift bird might reach the party, allowing them to go to Sister's aid. However, we would likely lose the Templar's trail. So, Colin, obviously, no one wants to make this call, but if the Red Templars escape, more people will be harmed. Our soldiers would understand. Or, Josephine, these soldiers are still our allies. They've done their part. We cannot abandon them. I think Josephine is right. I think that we, if there are soldiers, we should take care of them. Anyways, reparations for Redcliffe. A letter has arrived, stamped with the seal of Redcliffe. As the Inquisition has assumed responsibility for the Mage Rebellion, the Arling of Redcliffe holds you accountable for the losses suffered. this mission is solely for Liliana. And she says opening these secret tunnels will let us evade any prying eyes that would turn toward Kair Bronach.
Inquisitor.
That sounds good to me. Okay. The missing blades of the Velocos. They're in a cave on the coast. At least 100 fanatics, arms to the teeth, who believe the Inquisitor is an agent of Barbalan intending to convert them to the Qun. Signs indicate the prisoners are still alive. Freeing the Velocos mercenaries. Definitely need to do that when we get back. Protective Alchemord from Darkspawn. Inquisitor. The Grey Wardens fought bravely and with great skill. The town of Alchemord was saved, and the Wardens themselves took few casualties. They await further commands. Okay. Are we ready? I'm ready. So an assassin is stalking the Empress. Celine's death would plunge Orlais into chaos, leaving it an easy target for Corypheus. At the Winter Palace of Halamsharal, Celine is holding peace talks with her rebellious cousin, Grand Duke Gaspard, under the guise of a grand ball. Every noble in the Empire will attend, making it the perfect place and time for Corypheus's assassin to strike. We can arrange an invitation to attend to keep him from destroying Orlais, if we hurry.
We have to reach the Empress before Corypheus. The only question is, how?
We know how. I have our way in. The real question is, where is our enemy hiding? At the urging of Grand Duchess Florian, the Empress is holding a ball. Absolutely everyone will be there. During the festivities, Celine will be meeting for peace talks with usurper Duke Gaspard and Ambassador Briala. The assassin must be hiding within one of these factions.
We'll just go.
We shouldn't waste any time. Let's go to the Winter Palace.
Let's go. Okay, so I'll leave Dorian and Cassandra because they're royalty, and then Varric because I don't like Solus. But yeah. I think, like, for this mission, I think, like, the ideal bring along is Dorian, Cassandra, and Vivian, because they all have relatively good experience with court systems in Orlais.
The political situation in Halamsharal hangs by a thread. The Empress fears our presence could sever it. The Grand Duke is only too happy to have us at the ball as his guests, so our invitation comes from him. Whether we act as his allies or upset the balance of power, he gains an opportunity, if not a clear advantage.
Inquisitor Adar, it is my great pleasure to meet you. The rumors coming out of the Western Approach say you battled an army of demons. Imagine what the Inquisition could accomplish with the full support of the rightful Emperor of Orlais.
Which emperor is that?
And which one was the rightful one again? I keep getting them confused.
If we keep watch, he may appear, probably by the brandy. I am not a man who forgets his friends, Inquisitor. You help me, I'll help you. Prepared to shock the Assembly by appearing as the guest of a hateful usurper, my lord? They will be telling stories of this into the next age.
Can't imagine that crowd has seen anything better than us in their entire lives.
I knew we would get along famously, Inquisitor. As a friend, perhaps there is a matter you could undertake this evening. This elven woman, Briala, I suspect that she intends to disrupt the negotiations. My people have found these ambassadors all over the fortifications. Sabotage seems the least of their crimes.
Tell me there's more to your suspicion than the elves were acting dodgy?
That Ambassador Briala used to be a servant of Celine's. That is, until my cousin had her arrested for crimes against the Empire to cover up a political mistake. If anyone in this room wishes Celine harm, Inquisitor, it's that elf. She certainly has reason. Be as discreet as possible. I detest the game, but if we do not play it well, our enemies will make us look like villains. We're keeping the court waiting, Inquisitor. Shall we?
Is that the Inquisitor?
An ox? Impossible.
That's not the Inquisitor.
Racist.
That's somebody's pet.
Orlesians consider Kunari little better than ogres. You will have to work extremely hard to win them over. I don't like that.
Maker, what am I going to do if I cannot find my ring?
Is this the ring you were looking for?
You are a treasure! I cannot believe you found it! You have saved me a lifetime of mortification. How can I thank you enough?
I wonder if I can talk to her about it.
Where could it be?
I just gave it to you. A key.
I can hardly believe
Gaspard. Je ne sais pas.
The Empress invited. Is it true the Inquisitor was
It's the racism for me. I need this though, which I can find, I think. Approach the talking novels.
Foreigners.
Hello. Rude. I feel like it's over here somewhere.
Any word from the front lines?
My spies said the bodies were beyond counting.
Surely the Empress will put an end to the war tonight.
Pray, my friend. If the Maker does not hear us now, just pray.
Oh, I just leveled up. Yeller. I need this one for critical hit chances. But I think this one does too. No. Oh no, it's Okay.
Inquisitor, a moment, if you please.
Annoyed by this
I
loud.
must warn you before you go inside. How you speak to the court is a matter of life and death. It is no simple matter of etiquette and protocol. Every word, every gesture is measured and evaluated for weakness.
Don't they sound delightful? I'm shocked we haven't invited the court to dinner at Skyhold.
The game is like Wicked Grace played to the death. You must never reveal your cards. When you meet the Empress, the eyes of the entire court will be upon you. You are safer in the Fade with the Fear Demon.
Warn the others.
It might be a good idea for the others to hear this warning. Cassandra is usually not the subtle or cautious type.
I'll have a few discreet words. Everything will be fine.
But she is royalty. Navarran royalty, but no less. We are in the palace. We made it into the palace. Into the palace, into the palace, into the palace.
I regret you invited the Inquisition here.
So this is just the winter palace. What's the summer one look like, I wonder? Seriously, did you get a look at the steps? I think they're gilded. Need to have this jacket let out a little.
The sooner we go in, the sooner we can get this over with.
How can they call this a vestibule? It's a foyer.
Please, it's barely half the size of the foyer in the Imperial Palace. It's obviously just a vestibule.
I'd call it more of an
How could the
antechamber
Empress
myself.
afford to renovate the
No one
palace
asks you.
without what were going on?
I heard that it wasn't renovations at all. The palace was damaged by Gaspar's catapults.
He fired on the Winter Palace. That's monstrous.
Wow. Okay. Get a little analogy in there. I know I did not just hear another racism.
Boring.
I don't think I've ever heard that voice actor say that.
Gaspar,
Trying to get some knowledge.
Boring.
Locked.
who does Orzammar favor?
Read black. Winter Palace, the Grand Library of Halamsharal. The Winter Palace's collection of books is one of the world's largest. Only the Library of the University of Orlais and the Imperial Palace Library compare. Famed cabinet maker Gustave of Valfontaine designed and built the shelves, the finest examples of his marquetry technique still in existence. Excerpt from Architectural History of Orlais, Volume 1 by Elodie Verneau. Verneau. Hello from the other side.
If nothing else, the Inquisition backing Gaspar makes
What is Gaspar?
you know how
No other places, I guess.
I wish there was more news coming from the court.
Use troop.
The guest wing is coming any place.
Oh, I can do it again.
Good to know.
There we go.
Can Gaspar take the throne without the backing of the Council of Heralds?
He plans to take it by force.
Good to know.
There we go. Okay. There's 30. Jesus Christ, they want this one to go. Stoke the guest bound.
And now presenting Grand Duke Gaspard de Chalon, and accompanying him, Lord Inquisitor Adar. Vanquisher of the rebel mages of Heraldon, crusher of the vile apostates of the Mage Underground.
This guy writes better fiction than I do.
Champion of the Blessed Andraste herself.
Did you see their faces? Priceless.
Accompanying the Inquisitor, Seeker, Cassandra, Allegra, Portia, Calogera, Philomena.
Get on with it.
Pantagast, 14th cousin to the King of Navarra, 9 times removed. Hero of Orlais. Right hand of the divine. Renowned author, Varic Dethris.
That's
Head of
everything.
Noble House Dethris.
Okay.
Desher of Kirkwall to the Dwarven Merchants Guild. Lord Dorian Pavus, member of the Circle of Arantium. Son of Lord Magister Hallwood Pavus of Azariel. Sir Cullen Stanton Rutherford of Honleaf. Commander of the forces of the Inquisition. Former Knight Commander of Kirkwall. Lady Liliana, Nightingale of the Imperial Court. Veteran of the Fifth Blight. Seneschal of the Inquisition and Left Hand of the Divine. And Lady Josephine Charette Montillier of Antiva City, Ambassador of the Inquisition.
Lovely. Now where to get there first?
Cousin, my dear sister.
Grand Duke, we are always honored when your presence graces our court.
Don't waste my time with pleasantries, Celine. We have business to conclude.
We will meet for the negotiations after we have seen to our other guests.
Inquisitor.
Lord Inquisitor, we welcome you to the Winter Palace. Allow us to present our cousin, the Grand Duchess of Leeds, without whom this gathering would never have been possible.
What an unexpected pleasure. I was not aware the Inquisition would be part of our festivities. We will certainly speak later, Inquisitor.
Your arrival at court is like a cool wind on a summer's day.
Let's hope the breeze does not herald an oncoming storm.
Even the wisest mistake fair winds for foul. We are at the mercy of the skies, Inquisitor. How do you find Halamsharal?
I have no words to suffice. Halamsharal has many beauties, and I couldn't do them justice.
Your modesty does you credit, and speaks well for the Inquisition. Feel free to enjoy the pleasures of the ballroom, Inquisitor. We look forward to watching you dance.
So...
Inquisitor, a word when you have a moment.
I have such a hard time.
Tell me, Yvette, how are Mama and you? Are they in good health? Do they want for anything? Papa's perfectly happy at the shop. Mother is the same as always. Meaning she's after you to do more work. You always
Sorry, I'm listening to Josephine's conversation.
I
always have such a hard time with this quest because you have to choose basically who you're gonna support taking over Orle. And like it's so hard for me to choose because they're all like shitty leaders. I'll see if we can I'll see what we can do, what I come out with. I'm thinking I'm gonna try and get
and Rivani, ambassador to the Imperial Court.
Celine and Briala to get back together, pretty much.
Josephine!
If I can.
Oh, Josephine! Is this him? Inquisitor, please allow me to present to you my younger sister, Yvette Gabriella Montillier.
There can never be too many Lady Montilliers in Thetis, can there?
Inquisitor, I've heard so much about you, but not as much as I want. Josephine writes, but she never tells me anything. Is it true? Rebel mages in Redcliffe were performing blood rites and orgies before you stopped them. Where did you hear such nonsense? Everyone in Antiva says so. Is it true?
Of course. Every word. Especially the parts where everyone was nude.
I knew it.
Which powers did the Inquisition throw its weight behind?
Celine has held the throne successfully for years. I see no profit in ousting her. Gaspard has run military campaigns, but never a kingdom. His transition would be, let us say, chaotic.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
Another time.
Locked.
Is that him?
Is it true the Inquisitor was ended out of the faith?
I heard Celine was having the entire wing redecorated. But the time
This long. Oh, it's really long. Jesus. Man, why do you think I'm gonna be reading that in the middle of a ball? The Valmont Emperors. Emperor Etienne. 771 storm through 821 blessed. Oh, how fun.
Laurent was the love of my life. Perhaps we can speak later, Inquisitor.
Okay.
You must dance
I
with
had
me,
hoped to
Commander.
tour the world.
You cannot stand about, please. Inquisitor,
I have heard there
did
are
you need
the
something?
finest in the
The
Empire.
sooner we track down this infiltrator, the better.
You have admirers.
You've attracted a following. Who are all these people?
I don't know. They won't leave me alone.
Carry
We'll
on.
talk later.
I await your
Speak with Liliana.
It's been too long since I've had any word from Valois.
Where is Liliana? Did I miss her?
Are all the Delonces here?
Delon.
I hope not.
Oh, there she is. I was like, where is Empress? Charlene. She's with Briala and Gaspard. Like, I had to have missed her.
We can only hope Celine prevails.
Or maybe she's outside.
We can only hope Celine
Because there's
prevails
Colin.
tonight.
Are you married?
Gaspard will ruin us.
Oh, oh,
I
oh,
still remember the day they came to tell me.
she said we need to go speak outside.
Good. I was hoping I would catch you. What did the Duke say?
He points the finger at Ambassador Briala.
The ambassador is up to something, but she can't be our focus. The best place to strike at Celine is from her side. Empress Celine is fascinated by mysticism, foreseeing the future, speaking with the dead, that sort of rubbish. She has an occult advisor, an apostate who charmed the Empress and key members of the court as if by magic. I've had dealings with her in the past. She is ruthless and capable of anything.
You think she's controlling the minds of the court? That's powerful blood magic.
She's worth investigating. Can't be sure of anything here. Both leads point toward the guest wing. It's a promising place to start. I'll coordinate with our spies to see if I can find anything better. I will be in the ballroom if you need me.
Well, okie dokie. Okay, where am I going? The trophy room, she said no. The Art of the Winter Palace, Triumph of the Dragon Age, commissioned by Empress Celine in honor of the Greywood actions at the Battle of Tenril, which ended the Fifth Blight. Oh my gosh, what was that?
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
Caprice Coin. Servants' quarters in the grand apartments.
We are not serving drinks. Bother someone else.
Let's see if I can eavesdrop from here.
The package is in the guest wing. Upper room.
The one of the garden. Statuettes.
Oh, is there? I guess not. Spicy. Okay.
Interesting.
Ooh. Eavesdropping.
Good to know.
Cool. Emperor Judicale II, 870 to 884, blessed.
Yes, Pat.
Me eavesdrop some more, you know.
Good to know.
Another one.
Well, well, the Inquisitor. Here as a guest of my nephew, no less. I'm curious.
I didn't know the Grand Duke was your nephew.
He's my brother's eldest boy. Always a difficult child, Gaspar. Never listened, never did what he was told. He was raised a prince. All his life we told him he would be emperor. It was his destiny, his duty. What else should he do with his life if not fight for his destiny?
What can you tell me about the Civil War?
If you are hoping for insight, you've come to the wrong man. It's war. It is brutal, and terrible, and sometimes necessary. There's nothing more to say.
Have you noticed anything strange this evening?
My niece Florian hasn't spoken to me all evening. That's not like her.
Another time.
Excellent. Oh, I got it already. I was like, I
closed. Please, use the main entrance to the ballroom. I am not talking to you until you get home.
Well, well. What's this?
Halamsharal investigation clues. Clara, kitchen staff, entered servant's wing by main stair 130. Vernon, undergardener, entered servant's wing from hall 245. Sophie, chambermaid, entered servant's wing from hall 322. Marius, footman, entered servant's wing by main stair 345. Briala, we need immediate support down there. Something's gone wrong. Hello.
Philippe should have returned hours ago, dallying with some serving girl while I deal with Gaspard's vitriol.
Awfully selfish of this Philippe, running off to play and leaving you with all the work.
I've half a mind to inform the Dowager. That would teach him to shirk his duties to roll some elven maid. The night of all nights, leaving me to convey Gaspard's death threats to the council. Wonderful timing, Philippe. Thank you for listening to me rant. You are too kind, Inquisitor.
I do what I can. Oh. Okay. Hello, sisters.
My lord! My lord Inquisitor! May we have a word? It is very important.
The Empress has sent us with a message for you.
I am always honored to hear from Her Majesty.
Oh, she is the honored one, Inquisitor.
Empress Celine is eager to assist the Herald of Andraste in his holy endeavor.
She will pledge her full support to the Inquisition as soon as the usurper Gaspard is defeated.
Let me guess. All she wants in return is for me to help her defeat the Duke.
Oh, this is not meant as a bargain by any means, Inquisitor.
The support of the Empress is not conditional. It will be yours once the negotiations are concluded.
The Empress is the most skilled diplomat in Thedas. Gaspard is hopelessly out of his depth.
But we have taken enough of your time.
Please, enjoy the masquerade, Inquisitor.
The hats that these people wear are so random. Oh my god. Why are you here? Did we invite you too? Are you well known like that?
Did you need something?
I guess not.
This is all so familiar. I half expect my mother to materialize from the crowd and criticize my manners.
We should then.
Don't wear yourself out mingling. I expect a dance before this is over.
Dancing with the evil Magister in full view of every noble in Orlais. How shocking.
They'll live.
You say that. If you can find me 10 silk scarves, I've got a dance that will really shock them. I'll be ready for your signal, provided this spicy punch isn't as strong as it seems.
I appreciate that you are willing to come here.
And expose myself to all this exquisite finery and exotic wines? Such hardship.
Not everyone's likely to be friendly. That's all I meant.
It's true. You'd think I smelled of cabbages the way they wrinkle their noses. It's of no concern, but thank you.
Oh, I love him. Okay. Toss coins. Oh my gosh, I can toss the coins. Wow.
We can only hope Celine prevails tonight.
This is long.
Gaspard will rule with us all.
It's the jits. I think I need to save them to get to
You must be mistaken.
No, I'm quite certain it was blood on the tiles.
If they're playing the game, they're not doing it very well. You don't leave evidence if you play to win.
With Gaspard and that elf woman here, the only one playing to win is Celine.
Oh, can I still eavesdrop? I can still eavesdrop.
You only say that because you fancy the Empress's split up estate. It sickens me to think of the chaos those Maleficarum are causing across the Empire.
Even you cannot deny that the Templars abandoned the faithful in their darkest hour. How can you condone that? They are the ones who should be brought to heel, if you ask me.
I haven't heard Maleficarum since Origins, I feel like. Guess not long. Halamsharal investigation clues. Celine, we can discuss this like adults, can't we? We both know the weapon at Briala's disposal could not only turn the tide of our war, but every war. The Empire must control it, must control it. I do not believe you disagree. She is now a greater threat to Orlais than anything else. If you and I work together, we can wrest control away from her. Do you not deceive yourself that she will be open to negotiation or diplomacy? You know her better than anyone. You know that's impossible. Okay.
What manner of fire is this?
Lady M, I need you at my side tonight. The unpleasantness in the royal wing has convinced me there's no safety within the palace. I do not expect my cousin to employ magic, but I would hardly be surprised if he provoked another infestation. Since my court enchanter is not here to assist me, I must rely entirely upon you. There is no one else I can trust. Lady M.
That's the bell. I should get back to the ballroom.
I don't remember the order. I never do. Okay, this way. And then this side. Yeah, okay. And then we get ookie spooky extra room. I can't remember which bell you need to come after, and you get extra quarter proof.
Fashionably late now.
Oh, there you go. Okay, we have to go. I don't think I have it. Oh, I do. Did I find something? I must have. Oh no.
Third bell. Crap. Now I'm just plain late.
I did not mean to be this
I need
late.
to get back before I missed.
Hold on, I'm going through stuff.